Right, we're going to chat to Lovemore Mashuyanyama, the Chief Executive Officer of the Marketing Association of South Africa. We'll do that in a few minutes' time. But to get us there, we've got Larry Khumalo from Ornico. Now, that's the guys that normally assist us in placing or putting all the adverts that we talk about on my Facebook and Twitter page. So check them out. Also check out the Biz Community website, of course. Lots of previews in terms of what we do. And the other thing I need to mention, the AdNext conference that happens on Wednesday, Thursday. Well, I'll be there. I'll be emceeing it, in fact. Tell you what, the guy that actually devised the whole concept on Nike Just Do It and then joined Starbucks as their marketing guy and made big gains there. Well, he's one of the guests, and I'm going to endeavor to get him as a guest so that we can talk to him next Sunday. So keep your fingers crossed that we'll do just that. Anyway, let's get then to what I call the ad expert, which is Larry Khumalo, right? PR, marketing and social media manager at Ornico. Larry, good morning. Thanks for your time. Hi.
Good morning, Ashraf. Thanks for having me.
Right, we've asked you to sort of pick out the adverts that you want to talk about, whether you like them or you don't. Let's start with the Nando's one. What is that?
The Nando's one is part of the 25 Reasons Why We Love South Africa, and it's a Nando's celebration of their 25 years operating. So there's a number of ads, and this one in particular is reason number 9, which is we love South Africa because we have great athletes. It's a woman who's just walked out of a store, and she's walking to her car, in fact stealthily, so that the car guards, the guys who do parking, don't see her because she doesn't want to pay them.
Okay.
And she packs
we
her
also
boot.
said we know that story.
Yes. So she packs her boot as quietly as possible, but as she closes it, it bangs and they hear her. So it's 5 or 6 guys with one lady, and they're running towards her in slow motion. And you see them jumping over supermarket trolleys and stuff. And she runs into her car, closes the door, and is happy that she's finally in there. And as she starts her car, a car guard stands at the back and starts giving her directions.
Okay. And then just a bit is these car guards, they show them being all very, very athletic.
Well, absolutely.
Okay, that's
Yes.
typical Nando's stuff as well.
Very typical Nando's.
Why do you like it?
Look, I think Nando's is the one brand that has gotten the new paradigm shift in marketing. Engage before you sell your product, and they're doing that very well. It's something we know. Everybody who's gone out and parked at some street parking knows this. And it's a pet hate, but we just,
Indeed.
get ahead with it.
By the way, all the adverts we're talking about now are posted onto my Facebook and Twitter pages. So check it out, Ashraf Garda 1 on Twitter and just Ashraf Garda, the fan page on Facebook. Standard Bank, tell me about that advert.
Standard Bank, this advert is for corporate investment banking. It's targeted largely at people wanting to spread into Africa, investors and corporate bodies. And it starts with stating statistics of what happens within a minute in Africa, the number of people who connect to the internet, who buy smartphones, people who get born. And the message is Standard Bank has been here for 150 years, and Africa is home. It certainly resonates with business owners that want to spread out into Africa, because when you're spreading into uncharted territories, you want a brand that knows what's happening out there.
And you think that advert works for them?
Absolutely. It certainly speaks to the market, and it carries Standard Bank as the classic banking brand that it's always been. It certainly works.
Okay, that's the Standard Bank one. If anybody has seen them and want to comment, let me know. There's a Charlie Sheen advert.
Yes, that one is for Bavaria. So it starts with Charlie Sheen walking out of a rehab center, and the doctors there are telling him that they don't want to see him there again. He gets into his car as he drives to his house. He sees people drinking alcohol everywhere, at least what looks like alcohol, beer bottles. And when he gets to his house, there's his friends and people out there with a surprise party for him, and they all have beers in their hands. And he's screaming because he can't drink. He just came from rehab, and he runs into the house, and then a woman's hand hands him a Bavaria 0.0% alcohol, and then he can drink. So then he comes out and joins the party.
So that's a real life situation.
Absolutely. Whether or not he's not drinking at the moment, we do not know.
Well, what does that do for the advert, for the brand itself?
It speaks to everybody, people who drink alcohol and people who don't drink alcohol, and it speaks about the taste that Bavaria carries, whether or not it has alcohol content. And Charlie Sheen has a huge following from 2.5 Men, one of the best TV shows.
Indeed, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, there's another one about Lourie's you wanted to talk about, huh?
Yes, certainly in the spirit of Lourie's, although the festival has passed, this was possibly part of the roadshow that they have throughout the country, and they're doing interviews to find out what ads people like most and what ads people don't like. And what came out was that people don't like most of the ads because most of the ads treat them like a market. So again, speaking to the paradigm shift in marketing, people want to be spoken with, not to be spoken to.
And what does that mean? I mean, we hear that so often, and I probably discussed it with other people, but what does that really mean? Speak with people and not to people.
It means engage. It means stop selling, but engage. It means you're a brand and you're now my friend. So you're not the big conglomerate that I'm terrified of. It's no longer one-to-many communication. It's now one-to-one and many-to-many. It's a huge shift that a lot of marketers are scared of, that a lot of brands are scared of, and a few that have balls, like Nando's, for example, have embraced it, and they speak they speak with people and not to people.
Okay, so the best way to sell to people is actually don't sell to them. But that's the way you will do that. Okay, interesting one, right? Have I left out anything else?
There's one more, the Omo liquid ad.
Yes, right. Okay.
This one has gone the rounds in the last couple of weeks, so much that someone on YouTube has created a dance mix with the tagline. So you have a woman who's doing laundry, and she pours in one cap full of Omo liquid into a washing machine, and as she's about to pour in a second capful, out of nowhere, a fairy godmother of laundry and housework appears in a gold outfit, and she smacks a fly swat and says, "Ooh, just one small cap is enough." And then as she tries again, the fairy godmother stops her again and says, and then the tagline is, "Just one small cap is enough."
Okay, interesting one indeed. Right, I didn't ask you this, so I'll just put you on the spot for a minute if you have anything. I mean, are there any adverts that totally irritate you at the moment?
Whew.
And you don't have to protect the brands. I mean, just say it the way you see it.
I want to say yes. Unfortunately, I will not say the particular brands, but they certainly do come from banking mostly.
Okay.
F&B brand did redefine the market with the way they use social media to communicate with people, and Capitec came up, and Capitec went crazy with simple, smart banking solutions. And one particular brand is trying to angle in to engage with the market, and they're certainly not working for me. So every time it comes on...
But you don't want to tell us.
No. I pause my PVR and 5 minutes later play and fast forward.
Larry Kumara, that's where we can leave it. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
We'll chat again soon. Larry is the ad expert. I said, well, I need to try and read some of those Facebook comments that you've placed, some interesting ones about advertising that you liked in the last week. Hopefully I can get my Facebook to sort of switch on again. I will certainly do that. We'll also chat about some significant changes with regard to marketing in terms of its recognition. We'll do that right after this.